I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. It's Thursday night, 9:30 at night, and I'm wondering if I should remove that spark plug that I Loctited in place. Just curious how strong it's held in there. Not strong at all. Barely held in place. Yep. It's just held in there by love. Yep, I'm glad I removed it. I'm going to rethread the hole or mangle it. One of the two. One of the two. Yeah, that wasn't in there tight at all. I'm going to put it on macro, see what we see. Alright. What do we see in there? Mangled threads. I'm going to take my $5 rethreading tool with 4 inserts. See what I can do. Almost the identical kit at Napa, also made in China or Taiwan, was 35 bucks. This was $4.99. Go figure. I'm going to mangle it and put in this thread cert that has a little shoulder here so you can't put it in too far. I'm going to Loctite it in place with some red high temperature Loctite and hopefully make my trip to Buffalo tomorrow, Ohio Saturday, and Knoxville Sunday. Yeah, I'm glad I did this. What's in there? Piston, I suppose, somewhere. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making a mess. I got lots of chips. Last time I drilled this thing on my Spider with that big ass drill bit. What do you do with this, huh? Clunk. I don't know. Making a mess. Definitely making a mess. How do you keep it perfectly aligned and grind it into the hole and know when it's sunk in there and is the time cert going to hold, and who knows? Who knows? Phew, lots of metal chips. Is it threaded? Who knows? Easier said than done. I'm gonna use the grease pencil. Grease. Metal chips. Not happy doing this. What am I doing? Am I doing the right thing at 10 o'clock at night? Chunks. think I'm going to use some carburetor cleaner and flush the rest into the engine. Maybe a Q-tip will work better. I know it's white light, but I need to see what I'm doing. Yep, I think I'm done. Get some carburetor cleaner. Buried in there somewhere. I got lots. I've got lots of carburetor cleaner. Oops, clunk. Junk. Got my reading glasses on. Just ordered some more from Amazon. Free 2-day shipping. 5 pairs, including a pair of sunglasses. This crappy style, I don't care what they look like. 18 bucks. There. Now I'm going to put that insert onto the spark plug with some red high temp Loctite. I wish it had little barbs built into it. Thread sealer, high temperature. Prevents leakage from vibration, temperature cycling, and extreme pressure. Thread sealant. For best results, clean parts with surface protect activator. Knead tube of thread sealant before use. Apply sealant to leading threads of male fitting, leaving the first thread free of sealant. Apply to only 3/4 of a thread turn. It is not necessary to apply to all threads. Assemble parts and tighten recommended torque. Refer to technical data sheet. Seal threaded metal fittings on hydraulic, pneumatic, fuel, and cooling systems. It is not recommended for uses on plastics or rubber. Thread sealant, high performance. Seals tapered metal pipe threads and fittings against leaks, vibration, and shock. Seals tapered metal pipe threads, fittings. Yep. 400-degree thread sealant, high temp. Hope it's the right stuff. Thread locker, thread sealant. Wish this thing had little barbs in it, so once it went in, it didn't come out again. Split fires. Well, hope I'm doing the right thing, because it was in there. I made it 250 miles home from Billy. Now I may have opened up a can of worms and took it apart, but what if it would have blown out while I was on my trip? We'll see how this goes. I'm going to spray everything with carb cleaner, put the stuff on as prescribed, and crank her up tomorrow. Alright. I got my little tube all kneaded, like they said on the wrapper. I'm going to put lots of thread sealer on. They say to put on 3/4 of a turn above the first thread. I don't know about that. You thread it onto the spark plug like that. It doesn't go right down to the washer. Now it does. Do I have to use a pair of pliers to run it all the way down so the spark plug washer is in contact so I get heat transfer? The old mangle the thread trick. "35 seconds of memory left." Yeah, it's got to be right down to the squish the washer area. And I'll put some thread sealer on it. Okay. I just deleted all the memory of all the videos that I took. Whoops. There goes my spark plug gap. All the videos that I took in Merrimack, New Hampshire at the Anheuser-Busch, I guess, manufacturing facility. One of the fellows on the Corvair forum, Corvair Center forum, said putting anti-seize on the threads will inhibit its ability to transfer heat. I don't know, when you make something tight. Give you an example. Not much. I got a lot for $6 of a tube. For best results, clean parts with Permatex Surface Prep Activator. Knead tube of thread sealant before use. Apply sealant to leading threads of male fitting. Leaving the first thread free of sealant, apply it to only 3/4 of a thread turn. It says, apply sealant to leading threads of male fitting. Leaving the first thread free of sealant. Apply to only 3/4 of a turn, a thread turn. It is not necessary to apply to all threads. Yeah, right. Guess it'll run its way up. And you stick it in the hole, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. We're in Suffragette City. How am I going to do that now? There we go. Is this going to work? I have no idea. Make sure it's centered in the hole. I don't want to show this part. This is the part where it occurs. Knows when it's tight. I did this on my Spider. I didn't re-thread it, I just drilled it. Something just went kabloink. Maybe I shouldn't have touched it. Maybe I should have welded the spark plug insert into the head. No idea when it's tight, but it sure doesn't feel good. I'm going to turn this thing off because I'm getting too aggravated. I suppose I've got good news. I tightened it another half a turn, and it got really hard to turn, which is a good thing. Means it's gripping something, unlike when I put the blue medium thread locker on. This is not even thread locker, it's just thread sealant. But I guess if it stops it from moving, that's all I really care about. I'll show you. How do I put the camera here? See if I can crank on it. Important that it be tight to get heat transfer, otherwise the plug will run hot and I'll get spark knock. I don't need that. I've already got my timing retarded. I guess I'm done. It says it takes 30 minutes to set, and the little rubber anti-spark plug breaker bushing is stuck in the hole. Need to make a work tray for the Corvair so you can set your tools down. Oh, it's actually inside for once. No, it's right here. Little piece of rubber that stops you from breaking the spark plug. And you can't even tell when the spark plug is seated because you can't look down there. You can't look in the hole sideways. I guess you could sort of measure the height against the one beside it. See how much below the shroud the turkey roaster it is. Where have I got a straight edge? A little straight edge. was just texting my sister. I said, I use talk to text, but my phone has a glitch. I type a message and then it retypes it. And then I send the message after I've deleted the second message. I send it and it retypes it again. Oh boy, these dumb phones. What do we got there? Just 1/8 of an inch below the surface, like my crude system. That one's a bit more than 1/8 of an inch because there's a shoulder on the thread cert. There's a little shoulder. Where are they? They have a little shoulder. I guess I got it. How do you like that? Well, I'm glad I did it. Like I said, on my Spider, I drilled it. I didn't have the thread tapper, just had the insert. It said just stick it in the hole. Yeah, right. Beep beep. Somewhere I have a big drill bit. Big drill bit. I drilled the Spider, and then I put the thread insert in the hole with the spark plug on. I put it on the spark plug like I just showed you. Hard to believe the same kit was 35 bucks at Napa. Same kit. Just the inserts were $4 each insert. I got 4 inserts. Of course, I only could use the one size. 4 inserts plus the rethreading tool, which it's rinky-dink. You think you're just going to put it in there? Oh yeah, sure. You can't see what you're doing. You're sticking it down the hole, pressing on it, hoping, praying. It's but it's done. Now I can head off to Buffalo, shuffle off to Buffalo tomorrow. Right now it's almost 11 o'clock. Time for As It Happens, CBC Radio. Seconds after I turned off the camera, we had a couple huge thunderclaps. Kaboom! And I wasn't making a video. I just missed it. And now it's pouring rain. Why do we live in this part of the country where it just rains and rains and there's bugs and prisoners escaping? And I was talking to a woman, one of our tenants, and she said that her best friend was a CO, corrections officer, and she just retired, but she worked on the same unit, the maximum security unit, the trusted unit, where this guy, Matt, lived, and she said he was the most vicious, atrocious guy. He should have been in solitary confinement. He cut up his boss, chopped off parts of his body before he killed him. Yep. Yep, so she's pretty sure that he killed his partner, Sweat. No sweat. Just killed him. Just like they would have done to that woman who was going to drive the getaway car, and she chickened out at the last minute. They would have dumped her over the bank. Yeah, I think we're having a little rain. Just a little bit. Thunder and lightning. The window's closed. Yep. It is pouring. It'll stop in a few minutes. I'm packing up. Pack up the sheep and get the flock out of here. I guess I'll let it sit overnight like they recommend. And crank her up tomorrow and see how she runs. Probably going to lose power. (1001), 1002, 1003, 1004. You can count how far away the storm, the center of the storm is, by how long it takes between the lightning strike and the thunder, because the lightning travels a lot faster than the thunder. And sometimes it's right overhead. You'll see the lightning and then bang, the thunderclap. Come on, let's hear some big thunder. How much memory have I got? 22 minutes. And I parked the truck far away so I could load up the concrete breaker. I should have backed it up. Now I got to run through the rain to get to it. Come on, let's get some action here. Kaboom! That's my nice 42 LED lamp from Costco or Sam's Club, 70 bucks. Uses a lot less electricity. I should close up this panel, shouldn't I? Oh, there we go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1000 far away. As soon as I walk away, we're going to get some big lightning and thunder. As soon as I walk away, you know how that works. And if I don't walk away, we won't get any. You can't see it, but I put some rubber fender flaps on the Suburban because the front wheels stick out way too far from the fenders and it was soaking the side. There it is. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 6, 7, 8. "10 miles, 16 kilometers away." The thunderclaps were bigger 5 minutes ago. Bang! Crash! Okay, I'm going to put everything back together and call it a night. As soon as I turn the camera off, bang!